Welcome Capricorn to your love reading for November of 2018. So we're going to look into 3 cards for the beginning of the month as to what you might be going through for Capricorn. Beginning of the month for Capricorn in love, November 2018. So money, focusing on career, and that's a good thing because either you're putting the energy out, opportunities to manifest or pull the money in from your talents or whatever it might be. Some of you could be working with your partner or at a distance from them, and both of you might be working on that. So that's the primary focus on the middle of the month for Capricorn, love. So some of you might still be trying to figure out what to do with somebody because you might be single. You might be searching for another person to kind of come into your life, but it does require you to put more energy into career, but then find ways to bide your time because things might not be working out as much as you would want them to with another person. I see towards the end of the month for Capricorn. Woo! I almost dropped it, but this is the 6 of Cups, and that's the energy of reconciling with somebody. Someone may return to you. It's almost like some of you may have separated from somebody and you may take a break from them, but that person comes back eventually. But it depends on whether or not you accept them back in your life, especially towards the end of the month. That's around Thanksgiving. If you do celebrate the holidays, that's somebody coming back around and maybe reminiscing or just seeing them. Clarify the 6 of Cups for Capricorn. Yep, and that person comes back, but there's still an emotional disappointment. That's what it seems like to me. Even seeing them, being around them, and then it seems like you might have a falling out again. So let's see. What energies for Capricorn? So the 7 of Swords is in reverse, and this might add some shuffling in this. That means that this is very important for a lot of you. That's where you figure out the truth about somebody and their ways, and then it kind of frees you up to know where you stand with somebody. All right. So whoa, again, money concerns or somebody not on the same page with you when it comes to money. So you're having to kind of let go right now because they're not ready, and they were never able to focus strategically on just ways to combine your assets or resources and things. So that might be an issue. So 10 card Celtic cross spread. 10 card Celtic cross spread for Capricorn. If everything first comes towards you, your response, hidden factor, outcome. Capricorn for November 2018. Okay. So, again, the Ace of Pentacles is coming through. Money. That's at the heart of the matter of everything that you might be going through. So that's where your focus is going to be for a lot of you, and that's maybe where it should be. 7 of Cups again. You saw me just shuffle this like that. So the 7 of Cups is coming through and trying to find ways to make money, and a lot of you might be detached from your partner, declaring to be single or having to be single because of those concerns or the fact that someone is not really ready. This is removing yourself from a restrictive scenario. So maybe it requires you to be single so that you can open up to somebody when the time is right. And this is going through a divorce or separation, maybe last month in November, or just a commitment that hasn't been working out with the Taurus. For some, it just depends. But and this makes you, it seems like this is like the 9 of Cups. You might be feeling good though. You might be on the ball, feeling better about yourself, removing yourself from somebody that's just been very kind of toxic for you, but moving on so that you can open up to somebody, and that anticipation is what's potentially making you happy. Maybe you have a lot of suitors, or now that weight is lifted up, so to speak, and the person coming towards you, they have a decision to make, and that's why you're free, they're free. Do you reconcile? The potential for that does seem to be in the card. So it just depends there. Your response, this seems like a pattern for Capricorn. For as many times as I've been doing readings for you, it seems like you may accept someone back in your life, them coming around and you giving something to them or receiving something from them. That's what it seems like to me for some. It doesn't automatically mean commitment again, but keeping that door open seems to be something that's happening with you and someone else. Now their response, and they might be stressed and worried whether or not you're going to accept them back, whether or not to accept the offer, to accept the gift, whatever it might be. Now this is the response. There does seem to be a wife or a sexual attachment that's here in some way. Some of you might be pregnant. Pregnancy is there with the Empress showing up. It just depends. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, again, that's the process. Removing yourself from something where you had to kind of take those steps, and then you could get your wish eventually. But right now, it seems to me like for November, a lot of you might be going through a separation or divorce as you maybe even make a move. There might be a big move that you might be making. Clarify the Empress for Capricorn, November 2018. Yeah, sex. That's what it looks like to me. A lot of you might, whether you're single, well, not this. This is a reading for people who are with somebody, getting to know somebody, or kind of close to someone and dealing with a person. So there could be pregnancy, but there could be the opportunity to get closer to someone in an intimate way. And for a lot of you, there might be an ex-partner or someone coming back. There might be an intimate factor with you and somebody else. And clarify the Nine of Cups for Capricorn. The home life is going to be much stable, even if you're home alone. It seems like you might free yourself up and you might have the opportunity to bring someone around and get to know somebody because you have freed your energy up from another person. That's what it seems like. And let's see your click on the Nine of Swords for the person that you're dealing with. Click on the Nine of Swords. Yeah, and even if you've moved on from them, they're thinking about you. Like you're on their mind. Maybe wondering who you might be talking to, if you're talking to someone else. And the Sun is showing up, and that's often the energy of two people going their separate way, but still having fun, seeing one another, but maybe not in a committed relationship. That might be something that's important. All right. So let's see. Messages for Capricorn for November 2018 from Archangel Michael. Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. And Aries had this as well, and it says, I ask you that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. And that's usually going through a breakup or a separation or like a divorce, and you feel like you've broken somebody's heart, or they're breaking your heart, or you did something wrong, and feeling guilty, and that guilt following you around for years or even currently. And that might be an issue that you might regrets that might be in your mind, but try to let that go, I feel. And that's part of the Eight of Swords in reverse. Free from holding yourself obliged to feel guilty and down because something is not working out, or you had to take or make a certain decision that's going to be best for you and your happiness. All right, following your heart. So messages for Capricorn for November 2018. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. To me, it seems to me that being with one another or being away from one another still makes you pleased to move into new territory with somebody else. That's what it looks like for a lot of you. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Those cards are some of you might be exploring somebody physically, romantically, getting closer to somebody because of maybe you feel like that's all that it can be right now. A complete commitment might not be for you, but it could be. It just depends though. But I feel like the potential to either move somebody in or get married might be something that you are anticipating, and just trying to weigh your options. All right, so that's going to be your reading. Lots of love to you, lots of light, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best. You could always go to the website psychicloveheals.com and schedule something for you. Have a good one.